Good morning, day 10. It is Friday, April 1st, and we are climbing Rocky Mountain. We got dropped off at Unicoi Gap by Ema and Papa Hank. We are on top of Rocky Mountain, and see if I can zoom in. Mount Yonah. Views just keep getting better. We're at 54.1 miles, 3919 elevation, and that's Mount Yonah. We've been keeping up with Mount Yonah pretty much since we started. Looks like we're getting north of her now.
Hey, look. Look how pretty that is.
That is pretty. I'll go first a little bit. Tray gap 1.7, and we're hard to see because of the sun. Indian Grave Gap is what we're coming out of. We're at mile 55, 55.1, 55.2. And this is the trail. I will get back with y'all later. Coming up on Tray Mountain Road. Got some nice steps starting the next up. Well, we ain't come off the up. Ever since we left Indian Grave Gap, it's been uphill. Yep, that's where we gotta go. Stop the camera, go up them steps, and we hit this beautiful green tunnel loaded with rhododendrons and mountain laurel, and this ivy on the ground. Cheese factory campsite. I just went down and got some water, and Leslie's been taking a break. And this cheese factory, from what I understand, was named this after a dairy farm. Alrighty, we're moving forward. We are almost to the top of Tray Mountain, rhododendrons, mountain laurel. There's Leslie. The AT goes up that way, and southbound goes that way. That's where we come from. We are still going north, and this is the view. Good morning. Got the sunblock right there. That was a little view we had last night. That's where we come from. That was south. And Tray Mountain is right in there. Now I'm looking at the sun. That's where we camped. Had us a nice camp spot. Wind was blowing last night, coming out of the west. We did good, but I didn't do a, end of the day video type thing. So this morning we woke up, wind had changed, and was coming up out of the gap to the east. So we sat there for a little bit, and Leslie's sitting there quilt. I got up and got our food bag down, and I made us some coffee, and I ate a little protein bar. And the sun popped up, man, it turned cold. Wind. So we got everything packed up. We're gonna hike just a little bit and get out of the wind, and we'll undo our packs and eat us something and get our snacks all together, and get warm. It's gonna be a nice day. It's just that wind was brutal. There's Leslie back there. We all bundled up. That quick, we're out of the wind. I hear the birds. It don't take much. You walk 100 feet, elevation changes, temperature changes, wind changes. 1 mile to the next. 1 mile you'll have your jacket on, your rain pants on, and the next mile you shedding everything where your back sweated up from your pack. All right, we're gonna mosey on. We camped at 59.5 at a stealth spot, and it is Saturday morning, April 2nd. What day is this for us?
Day 10 or 11. I think it's day 11.
Wednesday was 8, Thursday was 9, Friday was 10, today is 11. 11 days. We've had 2 0 days. We ain't in no hurry. We're taking our time. We do really good. Our feet's held up really good. Tired. Our knees do really good, but towards the end of the day, you can feel your knees. And I'm not gonna say they're hurt, but we don't push it. Once we get our knees to where they, when our knees get to where they are not liking those downhills, we try to find us a spot to camp. So, and I'm telling you, we had views yesterday. I don't know if I can, let me get out of there. We had views yesterday, and hopefully today we're gonna have a bunch of views too. We're gonna take in all these views before the leaves get on the trees, because once them leaves create that canopy, we're not gonna have these views no more. So,
Hey, you dropped the glove.
and I'm dropping stuff. Stick it in that pocket right there.
Which one?
All right, gotta go. Here's water. The Far Out app said it was 0.1 off the trail. It you can't even see where Leslie's at up there. It's a pretty good climb out of this water source to get back up to the trail. I do believe it's more than 0.1. but it is it's a nice water source. Just comes right there out of the ground. Green tunnel. Rhododendrons, mountain laurel, the green tunnel. We are about, I don't know, 61 and a half. We just passed swag of the Blue Ridge. Try to get this where less they can get in there. Anyway, we thought I'd show you the green tunnel. We having fun. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Second water source for today. Just comes out from under that tree. I actually got my water from that little waterfall right there. Okay, I've got the camera held straight right here. Come back around here. There's a tree with the water, so I'm 10 feet up from it. Leslie's up there. That's probably about 100 feet in elevation. Camera straight. And that's what I gotta go up. You can see somebody climbing, and she's taking a couple breaks. There's Leslie. We are coming down Kelly's Knob.
Hey.
Hey.
Never mind. I thought I left my eyeglasses. You can start that video over now.
We're coming down Kelly's Knob. We don't know why they call that Kelly's Knob, but that was about as much of a mountain as anything. It's 4,100 foot of elevation, 800 foot climb in a mile. It's pretty tough. But we do have the view looking back out to the east out there. We sit on top for a little bit, and I don't know if you can see through the trees, but Lake Burton's right down there. We're overlooking Lake Burton WMA all down through there. Now we got a mile downhill, and we will be in Deep Gap. If you can see that little tent, that's where we're at. The shelter's back over in there too. Man, that's hard to do up in there. A lot of people in there. I didn't want video. So anyway, we did a short day today, but we had a pretty good climb at Kelly's Knob. I don't know why they call it a knob. It ought to be a mountain, but anyway, we did like 6 miles. Good morning.
Good morning.
We camped at Deep Gap Shelter, 65.6. We've hiked out about a mile. The wind wasn't blowing at the shelter, but we was 0.3 off the trail. But you could hear the wind at a high speed rate going through the gap this morning. So when we hiked up there to it, it was a pretty rough little walk. The first bit, first little climb, we come a mile, and here's a vista going up that Blue Blaze. And I'm really glad we didn't go there last night because the wind's still been getting it pretty good. There comes Leslie entering the green tunnel. We going to Dix Creek Gap, and our middle daughter is going to come pick us up.
This is beautiful.
It's beautiful. We're gonna go home a few days. We need to revisit our food. About 60 miles in, we realized that we're eating different, eating more. Our snacks are not what we started with is not giving us our calories and protein. So we're gonna revisit that. Go home a few days. We'll come back to Dix Creek and have enough to get into Franklin. Dix Creek's mile 69. So we'll have to come back and do about a 40-mile stretch before we get another resupply. We don't want to push it now. There's number one, rain coming in. Number two, we have to go into Hiwassee, and we just come out of Helen. We don't want to take a whole zero in Hiwassee, but then again, we need a zero before we try to pump out 40 miles. So we're too close to home not to take advantage of one of our support staff. We got several between family and friends, but so far my mom and Papa Hank has been a huge support. They come into Helen, brought us some resupply that we had. Was able to go to Walmart